All right, Enter Squad. So this is a graph showing the unemployment rate over time from 1960 to 2019. Unfortunately, I could not find a graph that was recent and showed unemployment up to 2020, but I did add in the March unemployment rate of 4.4%. So we can kind of see the overall history of our unemployment rate. So it is possible to look at employment or the unemployment rate over time, and we can see the different points in the business cycle. So remember, number one, normal range for the unemployment rate is unemployment between 4 and 6%. That's seen as full employment, a healthy economy, and steady growth. There have been periods where there are extreme peaks in the economy, like 1969, we had an unemployment rate of 3.5%, which is the lowest. This is the peak in the economy. Remember that unemployment has an inverse relationship with economic growth. So when unemployment is down, that means the economy is at a peak. All peaks are followed by slowdown because when the economy is smoking hot, there's too many dollars in the economy. That's going to drive up prices and economic growth slows. When unemployment is high, then our economy is in a trough. So this low point of unemployment in 1969 is followed by a spike in unemployment by 1974. Unemployment gets to 9%. Unemployment goes back down. This would be the peak in the economy, and here is another trough. These trends follow as the economic business cycle is inevitable, as you've learned. This spike in unemployment right here, this is the Great Recession of 2008 to 2010. As you can see, unemployment spiked at 10% in 2010. That's very high. And remember what economists say about the unemployment rate. Due to its flaws and its small sample size, if the BLS says unemployment is at 10% in 2010, it actually was more like 20%. And if we included the underemployed and the discouraged workers, then this number would be at 20 and 30%. Unemployment rate has been in a free fall since. And really started to rebound in President Obama's last term from 2012 to 2016. Who takes credit for that? President Trump, as most presidents do take responsibility for the economy during their term, even if those trends started in the last. The lowest unemployment rate for President Trump is 3.6%. And that is very good, but that is outside of normal range. And that reflects the fact that the economy had reached a peak. This is a lagging indicator. So as you can see, since 2018, our unemployment rate has steadily been going up, and GDP has steadily been going down. The economy cannot sustain this level of unemployment, as this reflects more people working, more people demanding goods and services. That demand drives up price and causes inflation. So our economy was bound to slow down. President Trump claims that his unemployment rate is the best and his economy is the best in history. If we take a critical look at economic data, that just simply is not true. And if the goal is the lowest unemployment rate in history, well, then President Trump can figure he will have a very that economy will eventually slow. All right. So in 2020, we have the March unemployment rate of 4.4%. That this number actually measures February unemployment. And in February, the United States was not in lockdown. So this still shows normal range and a healthy unemployment rate. And that's simply because March unemployment rate measured February. And unemployment is a lagging indicator. It takes time for employers to lay off workers. It is not easy. It does not feel good. It's not something that comes easy to employers. And also, employees have legal rights. So there are some moral and legal issues that really slow down laying off workers. So it tends to be the last to change. What we can expect in April is an unemployment rate that is going to shoot up past 10%. That is the projection, as so many Americans have lost their jobs. The April unemployment rate will reflect the stop to economic growth in March. And remember, if the unemployment rate comes out in April at 10 or 12%, we can double that, and that will be a more realistic picture of unemployment. So my goal with these seminars is to teach you how to look critically at economic data, understand what these numbers mean, and help you make better fiscal choices with your life and your money, your job, your college, and your career. And also always be critical of politicians and public servants. Go back, look at data, and try to understand what these measurements actually mean.